While Democrats are trying to get illegals to vote, it's true. That does not mean the Hispanic vote is the problem. In America, they're all turning to Trump. We're going to show you the new numbers, and this is going to infuriate and break the heart of NBC News, which makes us happy. Just makes my little heart erupt with joy. This is the Doug TenNapel channel. Thank you guys for subscribing and for watching. Most important, I can't thank you guys enough. Let's get a little good news going.
We ask a basic question of Hispanic voters. Which party do you more identify with? 37% now say Republicans, 49% say Democrats. But again, look at how this has shifted in just the last dozen years. In 2012, this was a 41-point advantage for the Democrats. It has come all the way down to 12 points, Kristen.
What did the Democrats do to lose Hispanics if they're supposed to be so into Democrat policies? They're not, especially on socialist issues. And many times the Hispanics are more conservative than honky Americans. Let's keep going on these disastrous poll numbers and watch the NBC News lady, how she just looks furious.
29-point drop in terms of that gap there on which party Hispanics identify with in just 12 years.
She's going, those dirty, what are we going to do? And that is why I think Trump is the black vote, minority vote, Asian vote is coming to Trump. All that means everything the media said to try and make Trump appear to be a racist fell on deaf ears. They failed. That's part of what I document on this channel, is how mainstream media lying does not work on most people. We're smarter than that. Here's a clip from just a few months ago on Trump with the immigration issue.
You might think, that Hispanic voters might be the types of folks who would have a backlash against Donald Trump's remarks, right? Ain't the case. If you ask Hispanic voters, who do they trust more on border security and immigration? Overwhelmingly, they trust Donald Trump more by a tremendous margin. Look at that, 49% to 24%. And that is in line with what we're seeing in the polls in general amongst Hispanics, right?
Hispanics don't want the Biden-Harris policy on the border. They want Trump's policy. They know what they fled from. They don't want more of this. And they're some of America's, these are multi-generational Hispanics that are citizens here in America, business owners, religious conservatives. Many of our closest people in our church are Hispanics, and it's just part of their culture. Big family. They love families. They love Trump's work ethic. They love what he stands for. They do not want the freebies that Kamala Harris and Biden are handing out.
It would be the smallest margin for any Democratic candidate among Hispanic voters basically throughout history since we started polling the gosh darn thing.
Holy smokes, this is a historical event, the amount of Hispanics they're losing and the amount of Hispanics that Trump is getting. This is, guys, this is what could, we're going to talk about these numbers. The Hispanic vote alone could be enough for Trump to have a massive landslide win in this election. And this is from Trump's enemies will admit it towards the end.
And what I said to you when we asked the question was, Latinos want to be white.
Latinos want to be white. What does that mean? That's racist. She, of course, is a Democrat trying to give an explanation for it, that the ones that want to support Trump just want to be white. I'm sorry, but Biden is whiter than Trump, and they didn't go for him in as great a numbers as they should have. Biden's white. Trump is orange. They should be, if they want to be white, they should be way more pro-Biden than the orange man. So already this insult, which is disgusting, to say that because they want to be conservative Republicans, that they want to be white, you make me sick.
They want to be with the cool kids. They want to be, I'm asking Latinos all the time, and they just say, well, ese Donald Trump es tan buen negociante. He's such a good businessman. It's like, no, he's not. He had bankruptcies.
Oh, compared to the business dealings of the Joe Biden business scam. Look at all the accomplishments of Biden doing business with anyone. Ukraine, they have no product. At least Trump has product. And the idea that they should not want to identify with a successful businessman, who doesn't wish they could be a successful businessman, you moron? And that's not white. To be successful at business. I go to a great taco shop here in Tennessee. that is not white. And it's very successful business.
But they don't want to be identified with all of those other immigrants that Donald Trump speaks so badly of, including me as a Mexican immigrant.
He's not talking about you Mexican immigrant. She thinks she's trying to say like he's against all Mexican immigrants. No, the ones that he called out that he was against were the ones that committed homicide. The 13,000 that Kamala Harris released here. No, they're not talking about you as an immigrant, you moron. Now here's a couple years old clip of Trump sitting down with Nigel Farage on his opinion of why Hispanics dig him.
Hispanics, very entrepreneurial people. Yeah. They like me, I like them. I mean, I'm leading all along Texas and the Texas.
And kind of family values as well, perhaps quite important.
I think there's family values.
Christianity quite important in that community.
I think so. All of the things. Look, we're doing so well. Nobody's ever done well with the Hispanics like I've done.
How do you explain it when Trump's only been depicted as a racist to mainstream media, pushing out the message everywhere? Why aren't Hispanics getting the message? Because they know when they're being lied to and being shoveled a load of BS.
They believe that she is a communist, that she is a socialist. There are these memes going around with her dressed in a Mao Zedong suit with a cap that has a hammer and sickle. So that's what you're up against right now. And
yeah, mainstream media's message against Trump is failing. Meanwhile, the memes here on social media, on the internet, are penetrating into the public that Kamala is a communist. And I love that too. This infuriates NBC, the legacy media.
And frankly, that's something that she has to address, not Governor Walz. She ultimately has to address this because these images that they have created are actually taking off.
That are taking off. Here's Z. Van Fleet on Kamala Harris. I lived through the most brutal communist regime. I know what I'm talking about. Kamala Harris is a communist. Tim Walz is a communist. The Democrat Party is a communist party. Maybe that's what's sinking through to Hispanics. Either way, Kamala Harris is going to have to address it because this could cause Trump to win.
But those numbers, they could cost Kamala Harris the election.
Yes. Guys, this is the good news. That's why you're here. That is a Democrat saying these numbers from just the Hispanic community could Kamala Harris to lose the election. I'm Doug in Exile.